I don't know when my heart betrayed me. I only know that one day I realized I was already lost. There was no permission given, no decision made, no moment where I chose you in a way that felt deliberate. It happened beneath my awareness, quietly, patiently, the way something dangerous grows when you trust it not to. You were never supposed to be this. You were never supposed to matter in the way that keeps me awake at night. You were meant to be safe, neutral, a place I could rest without consequences. And somehow, without either of us noticing, you became the place my heart started returning to even when it knew it shouldn't. At first I thought it was harmless. I told myself I was just grateful for you, that it was rare to find someone who saw me so clearly without asking me to perform or explain myself. I convinced myself that the comfort I felt was just connection, that the ease between us was nothing more than mutual understanding. I didn't question why your words stayed with me longer than anyone else's, or why your absence left a quiet ache I couldn't name. But feelings don't need permission. They don't wait for logic. They slip past your defenses and make a home where you never meant to let them stay. I started noticing the way my body reacted to you before my mind could intervene, the way my chest tightened when you were distant, the way my mood lifted just by hearing from you, the way I felt an irrational sense of loss when our conversations ended, like something essential had been taken away from me again. I tried to stop it. God, I tried. I told myself to pull back, to keep things where they belonged. I reminded myself of all the reasons this could never be anything more. I rehearsed emotional distance like a discipline. I learned how to hide my reactions, how to swallow the words I wanted to say, how to pretend that my heart wasn't constantly leaning toward you. But restraint doesn't erase love, it only makes it lonelier. Somewhere along the way, friendship stopped being enough, and fate stopped feeling romantic. It started feeling cruel, like being handed something sacred and being told it was never yours to keep, like standing inches away from warmth while freezing anyway. I live with this constant contradiction now. Being close to you hurts, being away from you hurts more. Every interaction is both a gift and a wound. I savor your presence while already grieving it. I listen to you talk about your life, your struggles, your dreams, and I feel proud of you in the same breath that I feel myself breaking. There are moments when I catch myself imagining a life where timing was kinder, where circumstances didn't stand between us like a wall I can't climb, where loving you wouldn't require silence and self-denial. And when those thoughts come, I feel ashamed because they're built on longing for something I have no right to want. What makes this unbearable is how deeply I know you. Not just the version you show the world, but the quiet parts, the doubts you don't voice, the strength you don't give yourself credit for. I love you in the way you breathe through hard moments, in the way you soften when you feel safe, in the way you carry wounds you never talk about. And loving someone at that depth without being able to reach for them is a special kind of torment. I grieve something that never officially existed. There is no breakup, no closure, no permission to mourn. Just a slow, private loss I carry alone, while pretending everything is fine, while smiling, while showing up, while acting like my heart isn't constantly negotiating with itself just to survive being near you. Some days I wish you had been cruel. I wish you had been careless or dismissive or unkind, anything that would have made letting go easier. But you weren't. You were gentle. You were real. You were everything that makes someone unforgettable. And now I live with the consequences of that. I love you in ways I will never confess. I choose you in ways you will never see. I sacrifice parts of myself just to keep you in my life in the only way I am allowed to have you. And the most painful truth of all is this: I would do it again. Because losing you entirely would break me more than loving you quietly ever could. So I stay here, trapped on this side of an invisible line that feels less like a boundary and more like a sentence. Loving you without being loved back in the same way. Holding a connection that feels like fate while knowing it will never be fulfilled. This is what no one talks about. Not all love stories are meant to be lived out loud. Some are meant to be endured, silently, slowly, until you learn how to breathe around the ache. And this is mine.